Okay, UCT will attack you directly. Cool. Main phase 2. Overlay into Dolka. Pass turn.
When the duel is on the line, the protagonist will always win the fight.
The match is over.
No, it is not over.
Oh. We're back. And gosh darn it, we're gonna make something happen today. At this point, Sealed Only Samurai had a fully competent 6 Samurai deck. And look at us now. But you know what? We've got some good product lined up today. We're hunting for some critical targets once again, visiting a set that we've seen before. So law of probability means that we are likely going to pull what we need. That being said, if this series has taught me anything, is that you don't trust probability. But anyways, as always, if you would be so kind to like, yes, you, like, and comment, and subscribe if you haven't already done so. And the reason why is because if you do enjoy my content, and you also want to be a freeloader and it still helps support the channel, then all it costs is a like and a subscribe and a comment too for the algorithm. But anyway, you guys, let's go ahead and hop into the product. $18, $20, $2.50. Fight me over the 50 cents. I ain't changing. Yes, we've got plenty of stuff, and this is where the promos would be if Konami were smart enough to do so, but unfortunately the promos are inside these packs potentially, but really the only promo that's worth anything is Dragunity, but I digress. Yes, once again, we're back at it. Romulus, Savage Dragon, World Legacy Guard Dragon, Succession thingy, Gatorg, Ascalon, and Semidus, but yeah, Ascalon. Decisions. What we will do is we will do a sandwichy, like so. This is the main course, and this is the appetizer, since this is a 1-0. Haha! Alright. Psychic Gaze, Breaking of the World, Crusadia Arborea with plenty of Yurt. I'll take that. Senadus. Yes. I do not need anything else from this pack, but you know what? That's super rare. That super rare is that's a super rare. That is a good super rare pull. Okay, that is actually this is a really good way to start out the packs. Let's just keep on moving on, keep on trudging along, trucking along, and insert T words of transportation. Tenny Spirit Mapura, Subterra Succession, Trickstar Fusion, Dragon. Oh no, I said Dragon. Wow. Dino Wrestler Velionyx, Soundman Grey are still a thing. Fury of Fire, Wailing of the Unchained Souls, Borlo Dex Charge. It's just a waste of a slot. Mertis Coral Anemone, Anemone, and Megaclop. That's a cool ultra. I like my Infinitracks. I need to update them. Yeah. Anywho, that's the packs right here in the corner. Glass of Flake, Cascade, Gladiator Beast, Thana, Crown Tail. Ooh, this is actually an interesting Hopkins Squadron I'm setting aside. That actually is an interesting deck. So my thinking is, like off the top of my head here, we make Gay Ball, we then can use this if we can only end on a Gay Ball. We have this in hand, boom, instant crit soy. That's actually an option. That is actually an option. See? The big brain plays are flowing forth whilst we are opening packs. And not during the duel. Anyway, Gator again. We hunt for Gator. Oh my god, this freaking... Oh, we're opening it from the bottom. Haha! Victory, thy name is Plankton. How many packs of this have we been through and we haven't pulled a Gator? I don't know. Satellite Cannon Falcon. Gotta love my Raid Raptors. Sation. Gaia. Bujinten. Ooh, Sage. Nothing from that pack. But you know what? We move on. We move! And the Reds go marching on. Glory, glory, Man United. Infinitrack Drag Shrivel. Rocket Synchron brings me back. Hypix Reiser. Neo Space Connector. Warrior Engine. Merensis Current. Merensis Sea Angel. Gladiator Beast. Rejected. Rejection. Time Thief Winder. Alright. Let's... Scooby-Doo. It's a link. Oh! Hello, beautiful. I'm going to happily... But hey, look, we got a promo. Oh my god, this is already... We got a Senatus, we got a Romulus. This is already looking good. Successor... Appaloosa! You know what? This is a pretty good opening, I would say. This is, hey, look, Aloof Lupine. That's, shout out to TCG Wolf. I like it in super rare better, but I'll take a rare Aloof Lupine. Vishuda, Vespacious, Flawless Perfection, Bliss, Guard Dragon Reincarnation, Type Thief Hack. This is a good opening. That was a really good pack. Oh, that was a good pack. Come on. Battles of Legend. You gotta provide for me. These three packs were actually from blisters, so I'm hoping that the odds are a little more in our favor. Destiny Hero Dreamer. That's not a synchro we want. That's a good card. And, oh. We are done with Battles of Legend. Do you know what this means? We are done with Battles of Legend. Perform Adai Synchron. I don't even... This is a tuner. Cool. I don't even care anymore. We are done with Battles of Legend. Light's Revenge. It took us so many packs. We pulled 3 important actual Dragunity engine cards that we actually need. And then some. And we still have 2 packs left. What is this opening? Is this finally the turning point in the series? We're actually getting some luck. We're actually getting some luck. Firewall pass. Bye-bye damage. Gizmek Yatawata. Ooh. I like me my anchor drills for my Infinitracks, but I already have the secrets, so they're better. It's a Kaiju. Anti-Kaiju. That Adamancipator Extender, Tyrant Farm, Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon Summoner Wrestler guy. Yep. Honestly, like, all these comments are just cool to have, but alright, last pack. It doesn't even matter what we pull from this pack. We could pull another Gator. That would be hilarious considering how many of we've gone through. But Arcane Zombie Skull, Into the Void, Anti-Spell. Oh my god. I think maybe that was it. Maybe it was just we had to open blisters. That is Sage. What? You know what? I'm just gonna say this right now. All this time, we've gone through so many packs. We've only had incremental good pulls. But having an opening like this, where we pull an important starter card, technically we only need the one, but we pulled 3 important Dragunity extra deck pieces. We pulled an Appaloosa, which is also a win, mindy, so have that as you, and like a potential fun tech option. But yeah, these 3 cards, this is now the beginning of where we can start to shape and sculpt our deck to do something more than hopefully just, you know, hope for the best and maybe a gay bold pass. This is massive. This is absolutely massive. Let's edit the deck.
Alright, so looking at the deck, you can see the major changes, as in we have added that Senatist that we pulled, and if you look at our extra deck, you can see that we have added a glorious Dragunity Knight Gator, as well as a glorious Appaloosa and a glorious Romulus. This is now extremely important because this means we can use stuff like Saryuj and everything to significantly go into stuff, special summon out our other monsters, so we can use Galactic Spiral Dragon to make Hope Harbinger. We have our Crystal Wing line. So all in all, this is very, very good. And that even means that Legionnaire can actually act as a starter card to get us into Romulus. We have so many options now. Romulus actually enables us to go into combos, and Gator can search our deck. It's just amazing.
You're not dealing with the ordinary sealed-only deck anymore. You see, viewer, I have ascended to become legend. Finally. Law of probability finally decided to shine its divine light upon me. And ooh, with these new cards, I actually can combo off and do some things now. Ooh, the deck is finally, we have the, I want to say the pivotal point, and I feel like this has the chance to be a turning point. We can potentially consistently access at least some type of board that can actually make an impact in a game. So it's now the time to go online and test it out.
Match number 1. We are on Yugioh Omega. First time I believe that we are on here for the series. And we have the beauty of going first, and in this case, we get to show off our new and improved extra deck with Romulus and Guard Dragon combos. And you know what? We end on a Saryuj and a Hope Harbinger. Not too shabby. I mean, it could be better. And we're playing Ancient Gears, but it looks like my opponent, Patron Naruko Suke, bricked. Which means, oh, I'm going to be going in for a whole bunch of damage. And thanks to Barcha, I'm able to climb up into a protected Bowl Sword with IP Masquerade. I use alternate Barcha. And yeah, we get in for a boatload of damage, and yeah, the game is over. We go into Trident just to poke in, and we win game number 1. Game number 2, we get hit with Ash on the Dragon Marine, but guess what? We can play through that Ash Blossom. It feels so good to actually be able to play and through kinds of interruption. It's a good sign. It's a good sign moving forward. And yeah, that Ash didn't really do much. And he goes into a Phantasme to probably fix up his hand for the follow-up turn, but doesn't matter. We've already got so much advantage. We're able to use Gator, and we get into a Crystal Wing, and so we got a negate. With, which able to slow him down, but unfortunately, after dealing with my negate, Ballista is able to deal with my Crystal Wing, bringing down its attack, and then Cerberus mops up the field, but I still have the card advantage on the field at least, so I go ahead and sink in for some damage, but now this is kind of where the tides start to turn. He uses Howitzer, he crashes his Howitzer so that he can bring out Ancient Golem Ultimate Pound, which, yeah, clears my field. Luckily, though, I can bring out all reliable Dragunity Night Gable with that battle effect, quick effect, which actually helps me beat over that big old beefy Ultimate Pound. But unfortunately, he's able to deal with it. Ancient Gear Reactor Dragon clears out my field and my Ravine, and yeah, I just bring out Tempest, beat over the Ballista, and I am resigned to my fate that, yes, I'm going to lose this game. But it's okay. We move on to game number 3, the determining game of this match. And I make him go first because I know Ancient Gears don't have the best of plays going first if it's a pure variant, which it appears we are going up against, and it's just a Howitzer pass. Now, Howitzer is unaffected by monster effect, or other card effects, I should say, but I can still kill it. And we are going unhindered at the moment, and we pop off. We have our full mini guard dragon combo, as well as extra extenders online. Thank you to Barcha. And we fix our hand a wee bit with Yugioh, so we get a mind control for if there is a future turn, and an Ash Blossom to stop any nasty-wasty searches. And Hope Harbinger is actually able to steal the Ancient Gear Fortress because I know if that pops, he can special summon out some monsters, so I wanted to deny him that card advantage, but he had an Overload Fusion in hand. And that brings out the Big Unga Chunga. Big Unga Chunga is very scary. I'm actually able to deal with Big Unga Chunga thanks to Ballista, but I have no follow-up plays. I can't link it off. And annoyingly, I lose the first match, but it's alright. We move on. And for match number 2, we are going into the remote duel setting. We lose the die roll, and we tried to fix the glare, so I do apologize about the glare on my opponent's side of the field, but we were playing up against Live Twin Unchained. E-girls with their dogs and chain collar leashes. Yeah. So this is actually the first time I've played in Unchained and the Live Twin Unchained like hybrid. And he likes to play back row in his version. And that Solemn Strike basically nukes my Senatist, which kind of leaves me like, I need board presence. So like, I accidentally summoned I meant to summon my Tempest in attack mode there that's why you saw the battle change shift. But I get him for a little bit of damage, but he's already got back row and interaction by using the 2 Link 2s of Kisika and Lilith to just pop out my field. And because I was not really able to access any good plays, it's not looking good. So I just scoop up and we go to game number 2. This time I'm going first, and I am able to pop off. Happily enough, going into my Romulus. Romulus gets me my beautiful Divine Lance, which is good that I have one of because I can just search it with him. And I had a Mistletoe in hand, luckily enough. And lo and behold, we can access our Guard Dragon combo. And Yugioh, my lovely friend, helps me dig deep into my deck, fix up my hand, and I have Foolish Burial that I drew off the top, and I foolished away my Galactic Spiral. And now I made a kind of an odd play. What I should have done instead of going into Hope Harbinger is I should have gone actually into my Ultimate Vulcan and Crystal Wing, because I did have a spell in the hand, so I could have set that, and then I could have used Galactic Spiral to duplicate levels and then cheat him out. But unfortunately, I go for the Hope Harbinger, and it doesn't really come up because the spell negate. He only apparently played afterwards. He told me he only played a very handful of spells, so I kind of just flunked. But it's okay. I mean, we can still harbor at least a match win. It's kind of the theme of this series so far. We can just barely scrape a passable record. But, you know, we move on, and for the final match today, we are going up against Orcust. Throwback to the Eternal format of 2019. Unfortunately, we can't fully play through 2 interactions on our turn. However, we are still able to get damage on board, and Mr. J-Chip from the J-Chip Show, our patron, has bricked with his Orcus deck, which means we can just press our advantage. Sure, he's negating things left and right with hand traps and infinite impermanence, but we can still just push through for lethal, because Triple Burst has piercing damage, and Phantom Knights don't have high defense points. Now, that game number 2, we go ahead, side in for stuff going second. It's lovely that we see our Pank as well as our Cosmic to deal with some stuff. Luckily, we get rid of one negate. I, like an idiot, shotgun the Pankratops. I don't know why I did that on the Break Sword, because it brought back material so they could go into Bardiche, which just searches out another Fog Blade. Yeah, that was a huge dumb misplay on my part, and that puts me on the back burner, and, I mean, I had Tempest at least. Tempest is a saving grace, it's allowing me to beat over stuff, but I don't draw what I need, and to just put me out of my misery, I get hit with a fridge. So it all comes down to the final game. This is for all the marbles, and we are going first this time around. And we visit the Yugioh combo, good old faithful, of our Ultimate Zolkin line, but this time we can now use our extra monsters to extend further thanks to Romulus, and we now have a Crystal Wing to protect our Yugioh line, which gives us setup for the future by sending a Galactic Spiral Dragon, but Crystal Wing I use on their normal summon because I know Orcus are depending on their normal summon, but he had ways to extend further past it, so didn't really matter. And Ding-a-ling-a-ling sends away our Crystal Wing, unfortunately, but we can still beat over it. We have to beat over it twice because of its protection effect, but thanks to the power up from Yugioh, Tempest is able to deal with it, and now it's a real back and forth. It is a very, very big back and forth. Fog Blade deals with my Legionnaire, which I was going to hope to maybe get an extra grip to steal some potential plays that he could use. However, it's just a bunch of interaction. I have lethal. I have lethal. I have lethal. And like an idiot, I overextend, overplay, and I am met with the big rock. That act right there, that huge lack of foresight, I just lets me know I threw this match just because of that one stupid overextension of plays. And because of that, I am now left with an 0-3 record. Slap a bunch of little losses onto my overall record. We did pick up a couple wins, and we did play through some negates and stuff, but we lost.
I'm going to be brutally honest. That kind of stung. Like, not so much... Okay, before I go into... No, we'll get the negative out of the way first. We're going to end on a positive. We always want to end on a positive. We lost 3 games in a row. That tarnishes... Well, our record was already tarnished, but, like, it just stung. At least we were usually able to pull out a win out of our bag. We weren't even able to do that today. And the sad, ironic part is we pulled Gator, we pulled Romulus. I am kind of frustrated that we weren't able to win a single match today. Especially, yeah. I mean, I kind of shot myself in the foot. But at the same time, let's look at the positives. For one, we were able to play through Interruption. That on its own is a very good indicator for the future. We can play through an Ash Blossom. We can play through an Infinite Impermanence. We can play through your standard hand traps. As long as we have an extender, which we normally do. And then in future product and sets we're opening, we're going to try to continue to bolster that strategy. And the fact that we did get Nibiru'd, that also means that we can take a positive from that. In that, well, we can go above and beyond. Problem is, we also have to, when we have lethal, we should just go straight for lethal. Anyway, enough dwelling on the negativity and all the possible blah blah. We're just gonna keep our eyes fixed on the horizon and move on to the next episode and hope that we can, expand upon those Romulus and Gator additions and really capitalize on them. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me, and I will catch you in the next episode.